Well, hello guys. 3 weeks ago, I asked you guys to ask me some questions for a Q&A video, and here it is today. I know you guys are not really used to seeing videos like this on the channel. Full cam, full screen, no gameplay, just me and some questions. But if this video does really well and people really enjoy it, we will make this a series, just like we do with any challenge. To start off the Q&A, already starting really strong. If you married a girl then found out she's a cheater in CS2, would you get a divorce? Let me think about this, actually. Probably not. Most definitely not. I mean, at the end of the day, video games aren't that serious when you think about it. A marriage is way more serious than a Counter-Strike match. I used to cheat back in 1.6 as a little kid. I mean, obviously, this is in this scenario, this would be a grown woman doing this, and cheating isn't that serious. I mean, Counter-Strike has a big issue, obviously, especially right now with Season 5. There's zero legit games I can have in my elo currently. But yeah, I don't think that's such a serious thing. I'm surprised the comment got 100 likes, by the way. That is ridiculous. All right, next question. What keeps you playing CS for so long? Oh, this guy asked 2 questions. And second, who do you think you are? What keeps me playing CS for so long is just that I like the actual game. I've grown up with 1.6. I'm 24 now. I've been playing CS since I was 6, so that's what, 18 years. And I think ever since I was a kid, I just fell in love with the game, right? With the shooting, everything. It was so bare bones. It was so easy to understand. Unlike these other games with sprinting, with dashing, with all of these things. Call of Duty, for example, it never clicked with me. I mean, Counter-Strike is the #1 game in Lithuania, where I'm from. So all of my brothers, all of my cousins, all of my uncles, they were playing it. I mean, I'm saying brothers. I don't really have a brother. I'm just yapping at this point. But all my uncles, all my cousins, all my friends, they all play the Counter-Strike 1.6. It's just the game that was always in my face, like just right there. I can't really ignore it, you know? But yeah, no, I don't regret choosing a game like Counter-Strike to do content in and keep playing it. Actually, I feel like I'm a little bit spoiled, if that makes sense, when it comes to Counter-Strike, because it's such a just great mechanical game when it comes to the shooting, the way the smokes work, the utility, blah, blah, blah. The movement is one of the biggest parts as well for me. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me playing CS. Obviously, the money in CS is also really good. One of the best games you can be a streamer in when it comes to sponsors. So shout out to the sponsors as well. But yeah, no, the game is just raw, mechanical. It rewards you for your skill, even though sometimes you will die to some random ass bullshit. But yeah, the game is really, really raw and just, it's just a good material, you know? That's why CS is so big right now. Even with the skin updates that we're getting, no anti-cheat, the actual shooting is what I think keeps it alive. And obviously the esports community.
This video is sponsored by SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is an instant trading site with the largest selection of skins, lowest commission, and an easy search filter system. So buying or trading your skins has never been easier. And speaking of trading, you can get up to $5 for free if you trade on SkinsMonkey now. They have daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways on their freebies tab. And also, last but not least, by using my code DIMA, you can get a 35% bonus on all of your deposits. So make sure you check out SkinsMonkey today. And thank you, SkinsMonkey, for sponsoring the video.
All right, next question. Okay, I just had a burger, so this is interesting. Do the burger delivery drivers recognize you as a streamer, or do they have no idea? PS, thanks for all the goated content. Hey, thank you, bro. I've had moments where I got recognized, especially when I was like starting out, because I would greet the burger delivery guy outside the door and show my face. But I think like last year, at the start of last year, I kept getting recognized more and more and more, so I took the leave at the door option in the apps that I order from. This way I don't have to show my face. And now that I moved out, it was actually kind of a concern for the apartment owner. She was a bit worried as to like why are a lot of people like coming into the apartment and like delivering food, but I had to explain to her that I can't really show myself and I can't really go and pick it up outside. They have to kind of come in and put it at the door, you know? So, yeah. Next question. Opinion on cheaters who play without cheats until they see a cheater in enemy team and then go full cheats to make a tie. I mean, a part of me thinks it's kind of justified, fight cheaters with cheaters, but at the same time, you're kind of fueling the fire with fire. You know, you're putting more fire into the fire by having an external software, by having these cheats in your PC. I think if there's an enemy cheater, you just try your best, you try to beat them. Some games, I do find myself just kind of being bored and just say, go next, no, it's unwinnable. Which, for the most part, it is, but If you look at my videos, if you look at Ren's videos, whatever, you can find videos where we actually beat the wall hackers. Really blatant ones as well, especially in Season 5 right now. There's so many low elo hackers. It's the games are kind of winnable. I'm actually above 50% win rate right now, so. Alright, next question. Deep-Fry, a very active Twitch member of the community. I have to answer these questions. He chose to ask 3. First of all, if you could move anywhere in the world except for the place you're currently in, where would you go? I've said this multiple times on stream before, it would be Poland. Shout out to my Poland brothers. Without getting into politics too much, I think it's just a safe place to raise a family. I would not want to live in a country where my daughters or my wife are at risk of being assaulted. I think any human could agree to that. And a lot of countries right now, there is a lot of, you know, there is a lot of danger in the world, so definitely Poland. Poland is like notorious for being very, very safe. Same with Lithuania. These countries that you guys think are poor, they're actually really, really good countries. Really good countries. Again, not to be too political, bro. I'm not trying to be Hassan right now, bro, you know, but I have some takes, and yeah, for sure, Poland would be the country I would move to if I couldn't stay in Lithuania, for sure. Second question from Deep-Fry. Who would be your dream pro collab, and who would be your dream content creator collab? Dream pro collab? I mean, it kind of happened already, Simple. But if I couldn't say Simple and Kenny Yes were the two I wanted to collab with the most, for sure. But if I couldn't say those two, because they already happened, I really want to see someone winning a BO3 Invisible Challenge. I feel like Donk could do it, or Monacy. I think Donk. We need a one-tapper. A one-tapper with a lot of game sense and, like, who's an active pro. I think Donk will be the dream pro collab here for me. Or Robs. Robs is one of my favorite players for sure. So it's either Robs or Donk. Robs' collab is a bit more feasible, but those guys are busy, man. Those guys are really, really busy these days, so it is what it is. Content creator collab. I think the obvious answers are usually like someone like iShow Speed, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to match his energy. I grew up watching a lot of KSI and Comedy Shorts Gamer, Deji, as he is called these days. I feel like I would just go with Deji. I think it's way more relatable these days than KSI. Sorry, not sorry, but I think Deji is more just down to earth, and I feel like the vibes will be really good. Or Jinxie. Yes, or Jinxie. I really fuck with Jinxie's content as well. Those two guys. Deji more for nostalgia, Jinxie is more current. So one of those two guys for sure. And last question by Deep-Fry. What would you say is your greatest strength and weakness when it comes to streaming? Has to be autism, bro. I mean, I don't have autism, I'm joking. It just, I am very okay with not having a life outside of streaming right now. I am completely comfortable with just not having a life. I don't really go outside. I don't really spend time outside of my apartment right now. I don't really have any need to do anything outside of streaming at the moment because I have so many passions for streaming and content creation, and I think it will show this year in the projects that we're doing, especially with my servers. Ever since we started the servers, dimaserver.com, obviously, it's just taken so much of my time. A lot of big projects, a lot of big ambitions I have for this year, so I think that's my greatest strength, is just I'm live. I'm doing my thing, you know. I'm going live. I'm recording videos. I'm DMing people. Let's do something together, guys. Let's cook. You need some help? Fuck it. Let's do it, bro. I'll help you with a thumbnail. I'll help you with a title or whatever. It's my friend, you know, right? Those are my greatest strengths for sure. Just being focused. I do have times where I fall off a little bit and just stop focusing on YouTube and I kind of burn out, but I haven't had these burnouts where it's like a month or 2 months of just like rot and I'm not like doing anything, you know. I will get back up in like a week. That's my greatest strength for sure. Weakness when it comes to streaming. I think a lot of streamers will get in their head as well with all the smallest shit in the world. And even at my size and streaming for like, what, 5 years now, I still can get in my head when it comes to anything, to be honest. I'm not trying to get into details too much, but it can distract me from doing the best content I could. It can sometimes push me away from making an idea happen. Instead of saying, hey, let's do this idea, let's try to make it work, I'll go like, last time maybe it didn't work out, let's just call it quits. I know some people have it way worse than this, but it can still get in the way of what I'm doing quite a bit. But yeah, I think that's the biggest weakness. I don't really think about stuff like this that often, so thank you for that question, actually, Deep-Fry. Actually, a pretty interesting question. All right, next question. How did the group of you, Ren and Prop, and the others came to exist? Okay. That's a really good question, and I actually fully remember this. It was the most random thing ever. So I was actually a viewer of Prop for quite a long time. Back in like 2021, I think Prop was streaming, and that's when I found his stream. Me and him were kind of just chitty chatty boys like that. But then Zippel hosted a pretty big streamer slash pro tournament, and Ren was in it. And at the time, I think Ren had like 150 viewers, I had like maybe like 80. Ever since that tournament, it was so random. We just got to talking with each other. It was me and Ren, and then naturally, I was like, fuck it, let's get Prop. We made the trio. This is actually really inspirational. We made the trio. We still have the Discord. We don't really chat there too often because everyone is so fucking busy now. We came along as a trio, and in the first month, I was making, and this is back then when I was still posting on Demo Wall Hacks. I was posting the big challenge videos. Ren was doing just gameplay videos that he's doing right now, kinda, and montages. He was trying to sway away from that. And Pro was doing skins content like clips and stuff. It was meta back in 2021. And all of us, within a month, talking YouTube in calls every evening. This is before shorts as well. We go up to 300k in a month, like views, which for us, it's been like, that's crazy. All of us in the same month, bang. I remember, I think it was Ren first, then Prop, and then me, because I released a massive video. And then we're on 300k, and we're like, oh shit. And then we started going crazier, and then big. And then you just continue. It's all about consistency. So yeah, really glad I'm in that group. Really glad I found those boys, man. So yeah, it really changed me, man. Really changed me. All right, next question. There's some stupid questions that I'm skipping. Sorry, guys. I'm reading the YouTube comments, but yeah. Why no more Road to Global videos? I really like that series. Mr. Agent 4010. He's asking about Dima Wallhacks'. Why am I saying it to the person like it's not me? He's talking about the main channel, Dima Wallhacks, where I post big projects. Why no more Road to Globals is because of CS2. CS2 kind of killed how competitive works. It's not the same. I tried getting into it this year a little bit on the second channel. I kind of saw a few episodes, kind of just to see how it is. But then I got told that to reach global, you need 30 wins on the map, minimum. And with the way the current system works is if you're Legendary Eagle Master in Mirage, the new maps that come out, if you just win your first 2 games, you're gonna get Legendary Eagle Master. So now you're stuck at 2 wins, and you have to grind, what, 28 more wins, just in the same rank, no progression, nothing. You're just grinding in the same rank to get Global Elite. Otherwise, it's impossible. You'll get to Supreme maybe after like 10 wins, I think. I'm not sure how many wins you need for Supreme, but you get to Supreme after 10 wins, and then you're just sitting there grinding. The same map, no progression, nothing. It doesn't feel as rewarding. Counter-Strike splitting up competitive into map-based ranks really killed Road to Globals for me. Really killed it, because when I was doing Road to Globals with one weapon like a Scout, I could choose Dust 2, Cash. I could choose Vertigo. I was playing it, even though it's kind of stupid to play Scout Vertigo. Mirage, right? All these maps, and just it's all in one rank. Now it's Mirage has a rank, Vertigo has a rank, Cash has a rank. I don't know. I mean, I'll try cook some maybe next year. I do have some ideas how to bring it back, but those videos, guys, they take like 2 months to make if I'm editing myself, especially. It takes quite a long time. So even just getting global in CSGO used to take me like 40 days, but now I am a little bit better, so it may take less. Those games are really weird. Anyways, competitive. CS2 kind of ruined it. That's the one thing I don't like about CS2. Next question. What is a map from CSGO you want returned as a permanent pick? This is a very interesting question. Call me crazy. I will say Vertigo. If the map will change from Inferno to Vertigo, as it is right now, I would absolutely love every single map in the pool. I would literally play every single map. I wouldn't care. Vertigo, I don't know why, but at the end of CSGO, I started to like that map quite a lot. You can do a lot of flanks, and it's almost like second Nuke to me. I don't know why. I really like Nuke as well now. It's a very tactical map, so it will be Vertigo. I know it's in the game, but it's not in the map pool. You know what I mean? So, next question. What made you start streaming / content? What did your family think when you told them about streaming being your job? Also, what does Farticay smell like despite the appearance? I bet he smells quite good. Farticay smells like shit. What made you start streaming? It was all natural to me. I got into editing just for fun when I was like maybe like 15, 14. I really spent a lot of time on YouTube growing up, and I really wanted to be one just from seeing how much fun people like KSI were having back in the days, all the Simon, blah, 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 you know, a lot of kids grow up on those guys. So I tried it. I tried with League. I tried with Fortnite. I tried with CS. I really enjoyed back in the days just kind of being in silver, fucking around, and just getting inspired by other bigger content creators. At the time, I think when I was making videos, meme montages were very popular in Fortnite and Overwatch. So I was doing those as well, kind of recreating some ideas, and it felt really interesting learning those new edits, you know, how the program works and blah, 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 blah. And then I was just sharing the content with my friends. We had like a little small group of Lithuanian friends that we did it. I would get like 200 views, 100 views on a video, and I wouldn't mind. I would be stoked, you know. I would spend fucking a week plus on just editing my clips just to get a video out that would get 50 views, and I was completely okay with it. What did your family think when you told them about streaming being your job? It was very awkward. At first, I kind of kept it a secret. I told them I was editing for people, which I was for some time back in 2021, 2022. They didn't really understand it at first. Even when I was making 4K a month, let's say, back in the days from the big global videos, which is in Lithuania, it's quite a lot. They didn't really understand it. They didn't really know what the fuck this means. And even then, my mom was like, you should go to university to study. You should get that paper still, you know, secure your future. Secure your future, even though you won't like it at all and it's gonna be miserable. Secure your future, you know. But my family didn't even understand what kind of a gold mine I was sitting on by making my dreams come true, you know. And here we are now. Now they respect it. My mom has an apartment. My grandma has an apartment I bought for them too this year. I'm moving out as well, doing big moves. Now they understand. Now they understand, you know. All right, next question. How do you handle streaming burnout / complacency with content? Very big question. It's a very deep question. I ask myself quite a lot when I'm burnt out. How do I handle it? It is sometimes natural. I just get back into it. New opportunities come in. New ideas just pop in my head. I do have these like moments where like, fuck, man, I have nothing new. Like, I have no original ideas. Nothing's coming to my mind. These challenges, they're getting all the same, blah, blah, blah. We're doing the same thing. And then, bang, prop hunt, for example, the most recent one. What is the most recent one as well we did? I don't know. 1K HP, I don't know. That's not the craziest series we've done, but that's just like, bam, that comes out, right? And you can do it with a few more guests. That's a lot of videos as well. We have the bingo, the lockout bingo. That's one of the most fun things we've done. Dima server clips, for example, those give me quite a lot, right? Stuff like this, it just watch a lot of YouTube. I get inspired. Like, for example, Jinxie kind of inspires me quite a lot with his stuff that he does. He's very, very good at what he does, right? These bigger streamers, they're really good, and you can get inspired and you're like, you know what, how can I do this from this game but for CS? That's like my biggest strategy. So burnout, I don't know, like when it comes to burnout, it's always different. It feels like burnout feels different to me sometimes. Sometimes it might be the streaming stuff, sometimes it might just be all the behind the scenes stuff that you need to do. Maybe sometimes I get burnout from just reaching out to people and to plan ideas and schedule a time. That can be a bit challenging, but yeah, how do I handle it? I just take it a bit slower. I'll play some Premiere on stream and just do normal content and then just try to get back into it. I don't know. I'd say I'm one of the more consistent streamers when it comes to Counter-Strike, especially with the new release of CS2. A lot of streamers have been slacking, I would say, you know what I mean? That's the brutal honesty. I would like to give myself some props on that. I think I'm just really good again. That's just staying focused on what I do because I'm having fun with it. Challenges are really fun, bro. Challenges are really fun. All these events that we're doing, when they go right, they're really, really fun. And actually, as I'm recording this, I'm recording it before a big nuke hide and seek streamer stream, so that one is gonna be fun as well. Next question. What was the hardest part of your journey as a content creator? Was creating English content instead of Lithuanian a hard choice? No. Easiest choice of my life. If you look at the biggest Lithuanian content creators, they get way less views than we do right now speaking in English. From like, obviously my shorts are pretty massive, blah, 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 blah. It's a no-brainer. Lithuania's market is really, really small. A lot of people are like, why don't you speak Lithuanian? You're Lithuanian, speak Lithuanian. Yeah, 3 people are gonna understand Lithuanian. That's not really a move I'm trying to do, you know? I can speak Lithuanian. I'm born in Lithuania. My parents are not Russian. They're all Lithuanian. It's just, it doesn't make sense content creation-wise, business-wise, to speak Lithuanian to an English audience that I've built for the last 5 years, right? The hardest part of my journey, though, definitely the start, because I grew up pretty poor. I didn't have my own room until I was like 20 when I moved out myself. I was streaming from a living room with push to talk enabled on OBS. A lot of guys might not even know that is a feature, push to talk on OBS, because people were always talking in the background. People were walking in the background, and you can hear my grandma's slippers, for example, dragging across the floor. So definitely that was the hardest part, man. The start is the hardest. A lot of people do say like the start is easier than keeping up the momentum, but for me, keeping up the momentum is very natural. I don't know. I haven't struggled with that too much. Definitely the start, because it was so inconsistent. My streams depended on my family, whether they worked that day or not. Okay, next question by Sam. What are some cool content ideas you've scrapped? Doesn't have to be CS related. They haven't been scrapped yet. A lot of my ideas are just CS related because it just makes sense, right? I'm a CS streamer. One of the bigger ones, I'll still do it, is an escape room tournament. I want to make a custom map, like, I don't know, 20 rooms that you have to get through and just multiply them and then make a streamer tournament, stuff like this. Any more ideas? Not really. I'm really good at just having an idea and let's do it. You've probably heard Ren talking about this. Ren really admires that I have this like in me. I'm like, I have an idea, I'm gonna execute it. I will just do it, you know. I'll think about it and I'll do it. At some point I will. Usually it's very fast, but sometimes it does take time to make certain ideas come to light. But yeah, not many scrapped ideas I have. I execute them quite often. Aaron has 2 questions again regarding content creation, which you know, it's cool. I like to talk about this. First, how do you come up with so many cool ideas for videos? Again, I talked about this before. I just get inspired by other people. Don't be afraid to get inspired by other people, guys. It is really normal. Even the top content creators. I could name several examples of where I noticed patterns. So like, okay, this guy took this but just made it this, and it's like now it sticks, right? Yeah, just get inspired by other people, man. It's completely okay to do that. As long as you put your spin to it, it's completely fine. Second question from him. How did it come to you to be like content creator? I mean, not how and why you started streaming, but how did it become natural to you? How did you get to understand how to interact with viewers and keep them entertained? Before I took off as a streamer myself, I took a lot of time to watch a lot of Twitch. Very interactive streamers like PSP, for example. Oni is a very interactive streamer. Fury is a very interactive streamer. I watched a lot of these guys just interact with the chat, and it just kind of clicked to me. It was very natural. Again, guys, I've been watching YouTube my entire life. I've seen very crazy personalities, a lot of crazy people that are blowing up and being natural. I mean, with time, it just becomes natural. Sometimes you might have to force yourself when you're starting out to be a bit more. But when I go live now, it's just like, I'm live. Let's fucking do it, you know? Like, I'm doing it, you know, it's natural. But yeah, at the start, definitely you have to like pump up the energy a little bit and kind of like force it. But again, reminder, you are entertaining an audience. They want to see good energy. They don't want to see you one mid. You know, you're not gonna stand out that way. You gotta be energetic. So yeah, that's how I did it. Next question. This guy wrote it in Russian, but I translated it. I think it's correct. Mr. Zaster says, I've always wondered how well do you speak Russian? And do you have a funny story from your childhood related to the language? How well do you speak Russian? Not that well. I have a little Russian accent I can do from just playing a lot of Counter-Strike. I learned over time to just imitate a lot of the Russians I used to get in my silver games. But I don't speak well Russian. I don't really speak that much. In Lithuania, it's very common to swear in Russian and Polish, strictly because we don't really have really good swear words in Lithuanian. They're kind of dog shit. But yeah, trust me, I'm not good at Russian at all. I know like 3 sentences. You cannot hold a conversation with me. It's really bad. Any funny stories from my childhood though? No. I mean, I remember when I was learning Russian, this was like 5th grade, I think. That's when we started Lithuania. We had to like learn how to read the Cyrillic language, and we had to like read a poem. When it was my time to fucking read it, I was like reading with almost like tears in my eyes in front of my class. It was that bad. I hated learning the Cyrillic language. It's so confusing. It's so confusing. For anyone that's learning it right now, brother, oh my god, I wish you luck, man. I wish you luck. All right, next question though. Next question. Okay, very nice question. Very nice message by Keiki. He asks, do you plan on more videos for the main channel anytime soon? Or maybe even frag movies like back in CSGO. I really enjoyed those videos. The editing is very unique, at least in my opinion. You will be correct. And I'd love to see more, but with streaming, travels, and the community server, I understand if you don't have the time to make/edit them. Okay. A really nice message. I'm not gonna read the entire of it, but because it's personal to me. But yeah, main channel videos. Again, if I'll bring back the Road to Globals next year, those are gonna be the videos going up on the Dima Wallhack channel. Again, reminder, Dima Wallhack's videos are big projects. Like, we're talking big projects with voiceovers. I'm trying to focus more on just constant uploads, which is the VOD channel, which is the second channel, Dima Inbox, right? And obviously I have the server. The server is taking a lot of my time. I have a lot of passion for making servers because I grew up on playing in community servers, and I think CS2 community servers are kind of dead. So yeah, that's taking a lot of my time as well. But once I get the ball rolling on the community servers with releasing updates and everything is a bit less time consuming, I will focus on the main channel for sure. 2027 for sure. Next question. What kind of cars are you into, and what would be your money no object dream car? Oof. What cars am I into? I really like JDMs, bro. JDMs. I fell in love with them like end of last year, I think. Man, I grew up playing San Andreas multiplayer, man. Some of the JDMs are inspired by those cars, and I thought they always look slick. Infernus, for example, that's the Honda NSX. Ren showed me this car last year, and ever since then I was like, oh my god, it's the IRL version of that car. I thought that it wasn't like a real car at all. And then I got more into JDMs, and I really like the Nissan Silvia S14 or S15. Has to be a little bit more though to make it look a bit more mean. I don't really like the default model too much. Some of the Toyota cars are also good. Toyota MR2. Toyota MR2. If you can tune it well, oh my god. If it wasn't for JDMs though, I would probably get a Porsche GT4. It's a Cayman Porsche. I don't really like 911s too much. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I like the GT4. I don't like the GT3. I like the GT4. I don't want to go GT4 RS. I don't know why. I like it kind of sleek and simple, you know? So yeah, those are my two like tastes: Porsche cars and JDMs. One of them I will buy this or next year. Promise you that, bro. Promise you that. Next question. What is the one thing you would change in CS2 except the anti-cheat? Okay, I'm glad you specified because I would have yapped about that for fucking 3 minutes into the video, right? The one thing I would change about CS, it has to be competitive, bro. It just has to be. It's a very casual answer. I don't like these maps, man. I don't like these new Mirage is global and then you can be silver on those too. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that at all. I think they should all be one rank and the one rank only. I really dislike that change. Ever since they announced it, I was like, oh my god, there's no way they did it. I get it. It's for newbies to learn the maps individually without being punished too much and without griefing the games on other maps. Like if you're global on Mirage and that's your entire rank, you go play cash, you're dog shit. You're kind of griefing the game now, right? I understand it. But from a content-wise, it's kind of annoying for me to do these road to globals. That's why, again, that's the big reason why I'm not doing them anymore. Yeah, I think that's the thing I would change for sure. Next question. Okay, Larucas OMG is asking 2 questions. I'll answer both. What do you feel when having a great community and doing what you like for a living? I am absolutely blessed is the word. Absolutely blessed. Did I work hard for this? Absolutely. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. Sometimes I have these nights where I'm trying to sleep and I'm like, man, life is fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Like, I never had to have a real job, like a real 9 to 5. Didn't have to struggle with that. Even though I did grow up poor, I started with editing and I just got my start there. So I'm really, really like, you know, happy to be in a position where I am. I'm blessing my family this year, especially. So yeah, no, it's a great feeling, bro. It's like, it's something special. I'm glad I'm doing Counter-Strike videos and not like League or Fortnite, you know. Next question from Larucas. What do you think of the current state of CS2 in general, and if you think it's ever going to be close to CSGO? Current state of CS2 is absolutely dog shit. Completely honest, right? Absolutely dog shit. And you can see it in the streamers. All of the streamers are not playing the game like they used to. A lot of people are just taking breaks. The pro players, they don't really want to touch the game on their breaks, right? Making content for the game is absolutely challenging right now. What are you gonna do? Go play the game on Face It? Yeah, you need 30-second delay minimum, and you can't talk to anyone while you're streaming. That's gonna be fun, right? Oh, you go play Premiere? Oh, you get high rank? Oh, it's all cheater games. You can't have a normal, legit game while playing in Premiere. Ah, sick. What do I do then? You can't. You have to be either like low elo and just like farm clips, or what? I don't know, do custom stuff like we do, which is again very hard to do. Not a lot of people have the dedication to do that, right? I think the current state is just bad, man. The anti-cheat needs to be changed, especially in season 5 right now. It's embarrassing. It is so embarrassing for the game. The amount of the cheat features that are working right now that didn't work in CSGO, we're going backwards, man. We're just going backwards, and it's very, very embarrassing. I think we're slowly getting the TF2 treatment. No updates about gameplay. It's just community skins, community cosmetics, slip, slap, bang, bang. New season, bang, same thing. Bang, 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 bang. 3 people working on a fucking game while the rest are fucking focusing on a dead game like fucking Deadlock, bro. What are we doing, bro? I mean, I don't know. I'll try to do something with my servers, you know, make something fun and offer people a really fun experience with custom content and frequent content at that, right? But yeah, right now it's looking very dire. The season 5, the start is fucking horrible, man. It's depressing as fuck. But anyways, next question. Question by Fate. Did you use wall hacks at a point in time like cheater? Be on it. I think that says honest. Yes. When I was a little kid in 1.6, I used to use wall hack quite a lot. I can actually show you, I think. Wait, let me see. It was this. You just see everyone through walls, man. It was so stupid. Or something like this. It was very scuffed, but it worked, man. It was, I was stupid, man. I was a stupid little kid, man. And some of my friends used them, so I tried as well. Yeah, it was quite fun, I will say, but it's just a thing you don't want to do. You're an asshole if you cheat in video games, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, I guess. I've never touched cheats ever since then, though. Like, deadass. Next question. This question is really good. What are your future goals, and will you be doing IRL in the future? And will you be doing the vlogs in the future? Much love from Asia. You're making some gold videos. Hope you have a good day. Thank you, man. Shahab 42. Thank you, bro. Goals for the future. Next year, I want to focus more on making content about myself rather than just getting someone else to, like, you know, do a challenge or something. So, yeah, maybe more IRL stuff. I do want to travel a bit more next year. The thing is with that is I might get a bit too complacent, and that might get in the way of, like, you know, CS videos, and then I'll only do maybe IRL, and that can be career-ending decision. I've seen a lot of streamers just fade out with doing very random stuff like this, so it is always very scary to branch out as a streamer. But I'll try next year to just focus more on myself. This year we have KZDima 2 coming up. Stay tuned in December after the major. And then we have the Dima server. Those are the two biggest things I am doing this year. Every year I want to have like 2 big projects that I'm gonna work on from now on. Just 2 projects. After the majors, just have an event or something to do with content creation. Next question. Question by Loki XD. He asks, what was your best collab and why? And he's not talking about views wise, just genuine excitement and enjoyment. Really hard to think about this because, again, every challenge we are doing, very rarely that I don't enjoy the challenge that I'm streaming. Every challenge is really fun. But the most fun I had in a challenge, it was either me doing prop hunt myself for the first time with a plugin. Let me see actually, or let me see. Ooh! How many noobs to beat a pro speedrunner in Minecraft bingo? That was a really fun video with Feinberg. That's a Minecraft video right there. That one was really good. We need to do more stuff like this where it's like 7 to 8 streamers against someone. Those videos are always really fun. Either prop hunt or 60 hiders when I was like chasing people with a knife and like Dust 2, I think. That one was fun. Prop hunt and the Feinberg video for sure. Like top. But again, a lot of these other challenges are right here below them, you know, like all of the other challenges are right here below. Next question. Ooh, what a question. Flake Lake asks, list your top 10 CS2 baddies. Now we are asking the real questions right now. Holy. I'll go from top to bottom, number 1 to number 10. Number 1, Renian CS. Number 2, Ropernator. Number 3, Oni. Number 4, number 5, JL. Number 6, 3 Clicks Philip. Number 7, Fire. No, that guy's ugly as shit. Sparkles Mogs. Number 8, Tweeday. The reason he's number 8 because his biceps are too big. Number 9, Flary. Number 10, Furious. Like if you agree, guys. Like if you agree. Did you go to college? If yes, what is your major? I did try to go to college. I always hated school. When I was 16, I was going up to my teachers telling them that I will not need a diploma because I'll be doing editing and it's a creative job. Low-key aura. And it did work out. But I did try online college. It was not fun. I tried, what was it? Digital design. And back then, I already knew Photoshop. So I was wasting my fucking time doing maths, cybersecurity, learning how to make posters, which I know how to make myself. So it was the biggest waste of time. And I was spending money for it because I failed my Lithuanian exam. I'm that stupid. It is what it is, I guess. School is not for everyone, you know what I mean? I'm a very creative person. I don't have much here, but I can make certain things come to light in a very interesting way. But again, you can hear it's very hollow in there, right? So Next question. Let's go. Philip Yanota asks, what is your biggest dream and are you happy in life? By the way, are you mentally okay? What? I don't mean this as an insult or something. It's just that it's June. It's Men's Mental Month. I am absolutely okay, especially now that I moved out and I'm living in the capital of Lithuania, Vilnius, in a really nice apartment. I am chilling. I'm over the moon, man. Biggest dream, though. Biggest dream is probably just retiring at 30, maybe. That could be my biggest dream. Retiring at 30 and just doing what PewDiePie does, bro. That guy has figured it out, man. He has a family, he has a wife, he's living in Japan. I don't know if I would want to live in Japan, but family man in his 30s. Retired, happy, just does what the fuck he wants. Because, you know, you have one life, man. Hashtag YOLO, you know? Make the most out of it, you know? You don't want to be working your entire life. So that's why I'm working a lot right now in my 20s, 24 right now, just so I don't have to work in my 30s as much and in my 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, you know? So, whatever. Next question. Vampy asks, do you randomly get recognized when you're out chilling? Yes, and it's fine. It can be a bit of an inconvenience at times, but it's the smallest thing in the world and it means so much to me. It can happen quite a lot in Lithuania since it's a small country and we don't really have that many people on an international scale that are doing really well. So whenever someone like JL is doing well, or me, or whatever, blah, 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 any other streamer that's Lithuanian, and it's publicly known that they're Lithuanian, the image will stick to their heads. People are very patriotic here. So yeah, I do get recognized quite a bit. When I go to the malls, I do get quite a lot of looks, that's what comes with streaming, I guess, right? I knew what I was getting myself into when starting this. But if you guys see me on the streets, man, say hi, man. Just take a picture. I don't care, bro. It's completely fine, you know? A lot of people are second guessing themselves. A lot of people usually are scared to take a picture, but trust me, I never say no. Unless I'm maybe streaming and I have to go somewhere. That's really rare. That usually happens at like majors or like tournaments, you know? But usually like always I say yes. So next question. Imagine Living Happily XD asks, what do you like the most about your community in general? That's a very big question. What do I like the most? I feel like the community we have, the people that show up in the community, it's very consistent. With YouTube videos, for example, I could upload anything and will get 50k views. With Twitch, I can go live and I'll go up to 1,000 if there's nothing big happening in this category, right? And it will always be the same 100 to 200 people that are very active in chat as well. With YouTube, it's just, again, a lot of love being shown. It's just very wholesome, man. It's very wholesome. It's not dramatic. There's no politics. It's just sharing a love for a game like Counter-Strike, you know, of many, many years. Another thing is just IRL interactions. Those are always really fun. I don't really have like one or two weird interactions that I could say, but I don't think it was with fans. It was with just random ass people at the events. So yeah, no, really, really happy with what I have right now. Really, really fucking happy. It's actually a dream. It's fucking insane. The amount of people that we can like work with as well. The amount of people's lives that are being changed that work with us is also really nice to see. All the editors we have, all the people making maps, whatever it may be, man. It's really fucking nice to see. Because, you know, I came up as a freelancer. I know how difficult it is to get job opportunities and stuff. So I'm trying to help out people as much as possible. So yeah, just very wholesome in general. Yeah. Next question though. Next question. What is your most and least favorite thing about you as a person? Qualities or appearance? Good luck and keep doing what you love and what makes you happy. Vivar, thank you for the question. My most favorite thing about myself is... that I'm determined, you know what I mean? Determination, definitely. It's a very career-focused answer, but that's my life, man. A lot of my streamer friends sometimes are like, bro, why don't we hang out or whatever? Bro, it's very rare that I get to go, you know, off stream and just play a game and enjoy playing a game or hang out with someone off stream in the evenings. So yeah, no, I'm very, very like just focused. I really like that because, you know, it's gonna set me up for the future, which I care much about and I think much about. So yeah, that for sure. Least favorite thing about me though, I don't like doing too many new things. For example, if I find a food that I like, I will just eat it over and over again. Chicken burgers or whatever, or it may be like a pancake or whatever, maybe like a croissant. I'll just stick to that and I'll be happy with doing that. But sometimes it can get in the way of me not having experiences to share with people. I feel like I could quite come off as a empty person because I don't have many life experiences. When I was growing up, I was very indoors. And now that I'm in my 24s, I feel a bit unexperienced when it comes to general life stuff. So yeah, that for sure. Just inexperience is my least favorite thing about me, for sure. I would say I've grown quite a lot as a person. I used to be very, very toxic growing up because I used to be such a little edgy gamer, blah, blah, blah. But now as I've grown up, I've gotten way more patient, stuff like this. So yeah, it should be just inexperience, bro. It gets in a way of a lot of things. But I'm learning, right? I'm experiencing stuff day by day, week by week. It's definitely that. Next question though. Next question. Okay, question by Jurgis Cirulis. I'm guessing this guy's Lithuanian. What is your most / favorite cherished memory in your streaming career? Bro, I can't read, holy. I think there was a week when I was like starting up. I think there was a week just all of the big CS2 YouTubers like I grew up watching just kind of noticing me as like one of them, like one of the, you know, content creator. I would go on Twitter, random followed by Anomaly, for example. I remember I go on Twitch, I check my activity feed, Oni is following me. It all happened in like a week or 2 weeks of like, it was insane. And back then was like 80 average on Twitch, so very, very small, right? And it just all happened then, and ever since then it's like been fucking insane. Another one is probably just, I remember when I was starting out on YouTube, Franz J was doing these like video reviews of the community on the second channel. A lot of people hyped up my videos and he reviewed it. And ever since then, my videos started averaging like 10,000 views a video. So yeah, that was also a big push I got from Franz, a person who I watched and still watch every video of he releases. So basically getting noticed by the people I watched and then I kind of like looked up to, right? That was for sure. That stuck with me, for sure. That stuck with me a lot. Anyways, next question. Okay, very interesting question because we actually talked about this. Neznam297 is asking, if you had enough money in the world to know that you are set for life, what is the first thing that you are going to do / spend the money on? A very big, broad question. Okay, let's say I have a house, a wife and kids, right? I'm like set for life. Let's say this is the scenario. What is the first thing I'm doing? Probably traveling, investing a lot in traveling. A lot of people, when you look at interviews online of elderly people being asked what is the biggest regret they have in life, they always say, I don't travel enough. And I have a fear of that. Even though I'm not this like crazy experience everything person, when I come back home and I can say I experienced Japan, that really means a lot to me, right? So I experienced America, I experienced France, whatever, even though it's a shithole. Yeah, for sure, just the first thing I'm doing is probably booking a very expensive or a very just high class vacation to a place I really want to go to. It might be Turkey, it might be Spain, it might be Portugal, it might be Croatia, Italy maybe, you know, it's probably just a trip, yeah. Very simple answer. Next question. Attila asks, what side of your life is more important? Girlfriend, friends, or gaming? For me right now, it's not gaming. I don't really game off stream. It's very, very rare that I do it. Most important is work, family, friends, and then whatever comes next, right? That's just the harsh reality of it. That's where I'm at right now in life. I gotta work a lot. You have to sacrifice a lot to be in a position like this. So that's why work is first, family is second, friends are third. And whatever comes next is whatever, right? That's the current list. It will change when I'm in my 30s for sure though. Next question. Mega name was taken is asking, what has been the toughest challenge in content creation, and were there some times when you were thinking of quitting? Love the videos, Dima. Thank you, bro. The question of quitting comes out a lot out of me, but it's again purely mental stuff, you know. It's whatever. But the toughest challenge has been staying consistent. It's the real key. Staying consistent. We're trying to upload every 2 days. That is quite often. Not a lot of people can keep up with that type of schedule. Just having a challenge, having a video idea whenever I go live, that is for sure the toughest one. But yeah, thoughts of quitting, I have those quite a lot. I would say maybe once every 2 months that can happen if I have like a rough week or a rough couple of days of streaming and YouTube. That can just pop up in my mind like, man, I'm feeling very stuck right now. I'm a person that really wants to grow and just expand on stuff. And when that doesn't come fast enough, or maybe it's not as apparent and you feel like you're kind of stuck and you're plateauing, you're like, man, this feels a bit ass. I want to keep going. I want to do more things. Because when you expand, when you grow, when you become a bigger content creator, you can do more things, which I would be very passionate to do, right? More events, bigger prize pools, whatever, bigger budgeting. It all comes with just being a bigger content creator, being a bigger name, just being a way well-known person. So yeah, the plateauing sometimes can be a bit mentally challenging. That's the big toughness of my career for sure. Next question. Question by Virus 4004. What games do you play besides CS2? Again, I don't play that many games off stream, but if I do, it's guys, you're gonna laugh at me you're gonna laugh at me when I say this, but League of Legends. I play League of Legends quite a bit. I don't know. I really like the game. I'm a really casual fan of it. I don't play ranked. I play the for fun game modes like Arena and ARAM. But some of my IRL, sometimes I play it. Another game is probably Overwatch. I mess with the mechanics of the game. I like Soldier. The shooting of Soldier is pretty satisfying for me when I can like just track people. Another game that I play off stream is probably... I had a little Trackmania arc off stream like last year, but that kind of fell off for me. I don't really like to grind... the best times, blah blah blah, those games, but I really like the driving aspect of it. So yeah, those are the 3 games I play the most, I think, off stream for sure. Okay, question from Nebula. Another question about content creation on YouTube. How did you first start to grow your Twitch and YouTube? Were you doing YouTube before starting Twitch and so you had a decent audience starting, or did you go from zero? What did you do that kickstarted your Twitch and increased viewers? It's a very often thing I get asked. I started YouTube first, and I really was nerdy with it. I was making meme montages, just playing in Silver, for example, kind of just like messing around, because that was fun back then for me. Editing them into meme montages for like 6 minutes, and then releasing it with like a little thumbnail. What kickstarted my career on YouTube was getting recognized by other bigger influencers. Scribe, for example, Franz J. Those two helped me out quite a lot when I was starting out. And the reason they were okay with giving me like a shout out is because they resonated well with my content. They saw that there was quality there. They saw that there was hard work put into the videos. So I think the key to content creation is just let people know that you're working hard, man. Make sure in your videos it shows, in your work, whatever, everyday life, it just shows that you're working hard, man. Try to stand out as well. My videos at the time, they weren't really standing out too much, I would say, because they weren't getting that many views. The actual videos themselves, when you click on it, you can kind of see that there was a lot of editing done with a lot of creative memes that I was doing, a lot of silly ideas I had for montages and stuff. But yeah, I got my start on YouTube. I was starting getting like 5K views a video, and then I started streaming. I remember I even recorded like a really cringe intro. Oh, check out my Twitch, guys. And I think I had like 18 viewers average from then on. And then just continue. And then yeah, it's just constant grind, man. Constant grind for like 4 or 5 years now. This is gonna be the last question. I'm gonna make it good. Ooh, okay. Let's end it on a kind of weird note, and it might be a bit of a controversial thing I'm gonna say. Nuvipe asks, what would be the best approach to teaching my kids 7 and 9 to play without subjecting them to the toxicity of online CS? I have a crazy take about this, and I don't think that the way I grew up as well, with 1.6, with CS, and people just being very mean, it didn't affect me as much growing up. The more I was exposed to the toxicity and whatever. I don't think it's too much of a bad thing, video game toxicity. I'ma keep it a buck, man. It's just a video game at the end of the day. Even if I'm flaming someone on stream for a short amount of time for like a bad performance or whatever, next game, I forget about that person. I don't know who the fuck that is behind the monitor. It's never personal. It's just, oh, your ass at the game, man. That's it. It's never about, oh, your life sucks, man. I hope you know, or like, even if someone says that, it's never personal. They don't know you. Truly, they don't know you, right? Now, it's another level of toxicity when the person actually knows you and is saying these things. But if your kids can have a filter to where they're like, it's just toxic, lol, it's just toxic. I know it's a lot to ask for a kid, but I don't know. I grew up on 1.6. I heard some crazy shit in Lithuanian servers. People saying the craziest things ever, and it never, like, meant anything to me. Maybe it's not easy for any kid to just, like, go into CS and just, you know, try. If I had to give real advice, that's just safe advice. Because, again, I agree. My opinion might be a bit crazy here. Just play muted. Just play muted, I guess. Play with no voice chat. if you don't want to expose your child to that, you just haven't played with no voice chat. There is a thing where you can just disable voice chat and they can just play, shoot around, have fun, enjoy the game that is Counter-Strike 2, and just move on with their day. Just simple as that. When they're a bit older, I feel like it's kind of impossible for your kids not to get exposed to bad stuff online nowadays. Even though these governments are trying to protect the kids from all sorts of stuff, kids can be crazy, man. They can be very how do I say this? They can be very nosy. Yes, they will look around, blah blah blah. So I'm a believer of it will matter no matter what. Your kids will get exposed to some weird stuff or toxicity, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I think toxicity is not the worst thing in CS. When it comes to like genuine racism or sexism, obviously I don't like that. That is just weird. But if you're being toxic towards a person's game, like, oh bro, you're 0-5, you shit, to me that's not a problem. We're ending on kind of a weird note, but guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. I will run it back because this was really fun. It took like an hour to record as well. I'm doing this again before I go live. But yeah, boys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for the questions. It was really fun. And yeah, take care, guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.